Let's see here. Alright. Looks good. That looks good. Turn this down. Okay, so we're gonna switch screens here on OBS, and we're gonna open up the game again, and we're gonna see if it crashes on me. Kaizuka, is a little, she's a little finicky sometimes, I've noticed. Alright, well, here we are. Okay, let's bring this back up. That's still up. Let's see. Okay, there we are. We're back. We're so back. Perfect. Hope that's not too loud for you guys. But these are the default sound values. So, we're back at it again, folks. We're playing some Touhouvember Kaizuka, Phantasmagoria of Flower View. A bunch of red spider lilies have begun sprouting all across Gensokyo, without limit, without regard to season or climate or habitat, or no one really knows where they're coming from, and everyone's kind of worried because, well, usually whenever weird stuff happens, that's an incident, and it usually means someone's up to no good. So far we've had the sun get blotted out by mist. We've had someone steal spring. We had someone not let the night end. And now we have flower growing. Oh, someone also caused a feast to last for like a month straight, which depleted the village's food supply. They've been having a rough year, but we're at it once again. So we actually have quite a selection of story modes to go through. Of course, we have Reimu and Marisa, our stalwart protagonists throughout the whole franchise. We've got Sakuya returning once again, as well as Yomu, and from the more recent game, we played just yesterday, Imperishable Night. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday, I think. Anyways, Ryzen's here too. Yeah. So we got pretty much everything. I've already forgotten what day it is, so let's just jump right in. That was yesterday. Thank you, Executioner. Alrighty, let's hit it. So this is one of those versus games. Like the base. So far, this incident has been happening everywhere I've been. Then, I guess no matter where I go. A duck carries a leak, and... It's coming! Ah, it's coming! Isn't that song inappropriate for a bird to be singing? A professional doesn't choose their songs. I just can't get away from this yet. They're playing her izakaya game of fighting an imperishable night? Oh dear me. So, this is much like Touhou 3. This is one of those versus games where you're still playing the same usual Touhou gameplay, but your opponent is actually fighting against you under the same rules you are. So I launched a special attack at the enemy, and now they're getting some extra bullets through it. The yin-yang ball on that side. It's a little hard for me to go look at what's happening over there, admittedly. I died. Okay. Big mystery tree. So, instead of having lives like normal, you actually have that health bar at the top. So, you still do have a few chances even if you get nailed by something. When flower viewing, rather than singing songs, isn't it more wonderful to write songs? Definitely a rough start with pretty most games, yeah. I flew all the way above the clouds. There's nothing that can be a hint here. So every character, story mode, actually fights different enemies in a different order. With some exceptions, like the final boss is the same, I believe. The Shrine Maiden is making a move, huh? You're way too late. I'm being told off by... Wait. You're alone today? I'm off today. Off. So we're not fighting the full trio. We're just fighting, we're just fighting her on her day off. You know? This one's casual, I guess. Which is good. I don't really want to fight 3 people at once. So, by shooting down enemies, I fill up that bar at the bottom, and the more I fill up that bar, the more powerful special attack I can launch at the enemy. So, a bit of a trade. You could launch a lot of weak attacks that probably won't hit, or you could launch one really big attack, but it takes a while, and if it doesn't hit, then you're really boned. Alright, let's go for it. We'll hit him with level 3. Oh, I didn't get a chance to. You're wearing that on up then, huh? You even brought along your instrument. I didn't even do any attacks yet, so they just died on their own. That can happen. That can happen. It's always very funny when it does happen. I should have lost my lead fast. Who the heck would be doing such a thing anyway? Even the Shrine Maiden seems to be completely at a loss this time. The White Rabbit of Good Fortune, Tui and Nappa. Even if I don't have a lead, I'll eventually arrive at the truth. That is a Shrine Maiden. That's some confidence. Well, meeting me here might not be completely fruitless. Ooh, those... I can already tell those coin attacks are going to be really annoying. That little red bouncing coin. Ooh, I don't like that. I notice I tend to... There's 2 things that give me trouble, more than anything. The first is lasers. The second are attacks that bounce back. That always gets me. Oop. Didn't quite squeeze through there, but that's fine. We almost won. Let's, level 3 should do it. There we go. Mind if I take a rabbit's foot with me? That's a good luck shot. I also don't know why the loser is called Dead Parrot, but Dead Parrot. No matter when I come, this is one dark mansion. So we're back in Iente, the mansion hidden in the bamboo forest of the lost. That's because it only lets in the moonlight. What brings you here today? Just came to check. I'm here to investigate the flower incident that's written all over you. Yeah, so, as usual, we're in our 4th stage boss, and just like in Imperishable Knight, that's going to be one of the other protagonists. So, one thing about Touhou is that, like, yeah, the final bosses tend to be the most powerful person in the game, but a boss's, or a character's stage doesn't necessarily reflect their actual power, right? Because Touhou is one of those things where, like, if you read what the person's supposed to be capable of, they're absurdly dangerous. But they're just, like, not at all interested in what's happening, so they're just hanging out on stage 1. That happens a lot, actually. I think it's 10 Desires where Yuyuko, the final boss of Cherry Blossom, just hanging out as a stage 1 boss because she's just... like, she's just bored. Kind of fun like that, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, and Lily White's here too, fuck off. You're not welcome here. Oh. Rumia gets treated like that, yeah. Well, all Rumia actually does, strictly speaking, is create darkness around her. She can blot out light. You're not gonna help me much, so call your master for. But it was basically like a joke within the fandom for a while that if you ever took off Rumia's ribbon, that's like the seal holding her back, right? And I don't think that's ever like a thing, actually. I don't think so. No matter where I go, it is scented of flowers. That's true. Sakura, what the hell? It's nice because there's plenty of ingredients and entertainment. For what? Jasmine tea. I mean, jasmine tea like tea. Huh? Is it jasmine tea or not? I guess it's not. Oh, her knives just straight up being thrown across the screen. That's funny. I like that. I also hate that. I might be able to see in my peripheral where they're coming from, actually. We'll see. Oh. Think we can kill her off before I get into trouble. I'm in trouble. We're in trouble, chat. Okay, there we go. Whew. By the way, what's Jasmine tea? I actually really do like little bass drop between each match. It's kind of nice. Boom. 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 It's pretty loud for me. I don't know how loud it is for you all. Just don't have a lead. At this rate, I have to go to a place I can't normally reach. It's pretty darn obvious. Did you think sticking around here would let you find the culprit sitting there like a rock? Normally, if I just randomly go and fight, the culprit will show themselves in no time. That's not something to brag about, though. Okay. I wonder how somebody say... So in a normal Touhou game, this is pretty short compared to a Touhou game, right? Because, unlike a regular game, you don't have to, like, clear a stage properly. It just ends whenever you kicks the bucket, right? Most of the games end around 6 or 7 stages. I'm wondering how long this will go for. Maybe I just beat everyone in a random order. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, and it's like, depending on whose story you're on, they're either more or less difficult. So Marisa throws those little stars at me, and those great lasers. Ooh, hello. Let's throw our own counter attack. Well, we did take a nap to get there. We're gonna die. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Ooh. Unfortunately, Marsa's definitely got the health advantage here. We're in trouble, chat. That's it. Dead parent. Stardust Reverie, okay. Alright. Come on, hurry up and die. There we go. This isn't getting me anywhere. I'll go to where I never go next. Yeah, her plan really was just like, hang out in the usual spots and maybe someone will just show up. That's true investigation right there. Was there a pond here? I never really come to the mountains, so... Even the lotus are in full bloom here. Really, what is going on exactly? It's been a few hours since there were any signs of people at the... So I thought to myself, the Shrine Maiden has finally made... It was tough searching, and I couldn't find her. So I wondered where she was headed. I love how it only sometimes wraps around, sometimes just goes straight through off the screen. And lo, the Shrine Maiden sign. This deep in the mountains! I think this is Aya's first appearance. Now then, time for a news story. Oh, suspicious yokai sight. Now, don't mind me, just continue. Go on. Even if you tell me to continue, I don't have a single lead, and I'm just flying about. I was just wondering why so many flowers were blooming. Just on that, I went out and wandered around. Flowers, you say? That doesn't sound like it'll be a good news story. Wait, who are you? That's way too slow. The traditional reporter of fantasy, Aya Shamimaru. I'm your plain old newspaper reporter, Tengu. I've written up everyone's interesting adventures so far. That's why we Tengu know a lot about you. Written up? I haven't heard of, much less seen it. Your newspaper. Rainbow Soon's wife. Yeah, it's a running joke, because Aya gets so many appearances, that he kind of based her off his actual wife in real life. Well, as I said, oh, I missed it. I was gapping. I'll be discreetly recording. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I'm part of a group that exterminates yokai. I forgot about that. If we see one, would we exterminate immediately, without any... something. Without any hesitation, I'm guessing. Once again, the English patch is a fan translation and a fan patch, so you take what you get, right? It ain't perfect. It might be an issue with my desktop resolution too. That could also happen. Wouldn't be the first time. I have an extra wide monitor, and that does occasionally cause some issues with games. The full screen looks fine to me, but like maybe the text encoding is weird. I don't know. Stuff happens. Technology is weird. We inscribe arcane runes onto cubes of silicon until the computer thinks it can talk. Okay, sounds like they got a first hit. That's good. Oh, she's attacking me directly now. Okay. She's fast! This is her first spell combo. Whirlwind sign, Wind God Girl, which is also the name of her theme. Sorry. I guess if the one name works, we need to make it more names. Yes, being a Tengu, she uses her feathered fan to manipulate wind. Fuck off, Lily! We're in trouble. Ah. Dead parrot. Give this another go. We'll start off strong. Blast her right away. So anyway, that's that I blast. Uh-oh. Come on, drop dead. Pretty please. Ah! Bounced off the wall. Dead parry. Try that again. Still got a couple lives. I could really use the AI screwing up right now. That'd be really handy. Pretty please do that. Oh. I let myself get trapped, yeah. Dead parrot. This might be our continue point. I'd really like if Lily White would just fuck off though, you know? Just gotta say. Just gotta say. Battle sign, Wind God's fan. Oop. There we go. Whew. Hey, it'd be worse if the guy working with me suddenly came. I would have been better off taking pictures secretly. Oh, that's right, you're a newspaper reporter. Then you're a source of information, no? So, tell me everything you know about the flower incident. Ah, okay. Flowers, right. When you see the flowers, you'll understand. Don't you feel there's some other strange incident behind them? You don't need to tell me that. I noticed it a little already. Then please, don't ask me. Yes, I can finally see my destination by intuition. She still has no idea. She had a point. I was too focused on just the amount of flowers. There definitely is another incident behind this. Like how the fairies were a bit nuts. But they were probably just entranced by the flowers. What is a living human blamming on about in this graveyard? What is bro yapping about? The fact that ghosts are everywhere because of this incident. Just as a warning for a human hurrying to their death. The fee for crossing the Sanzu River is insanely high. You can't cross with what you earn from shrine offerings. So the Sanzu River is like the Greek river Styx, the river into the afterlife, essentially. I'm not crossing. I don't have money either. Who the hell are you? I'm the first-class Sanzu River guy, Komachi Onozuka. So, Komachi is similar to Kara, the ferryman, That's it. At Higan is Sun Zeus Titanic. I'm talking about my boat, you see. I usually don't let living humans pass, but if they pay to be, then they're good to go on a luxury ship towards the other side. I said I'm not crossing, and I don't have any money either. If you do it now, it's 10% off. You never really see Komachi. She does come back in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody and Hiso Tensoku later on. But otherwise, yeah, she and Shikieki, her boss, are kind of done here. Whatever already. I mean, that makes sense because in the setting, they shouldn't really be anywhere. They should be like watching the Netherworld. Otherwise, like, they have a job to do, right? They're employed, unlike all these drunken children running around Gensokyo, who just have nothing to do all day rather than get drunk and cause, like, disasters. These two actually have a job. Nikki at least has to show up, that's true. Well, she's at least important. She's at least important. Komachi is like the Weiji of Touhou. Looking more closely, the Hikenbana blooming too. Those purple cherry blossoms. I'll just pretend I didn't see that. Don't. You look like you know something. Well, I'll be off here. I have work and all, you know. You didn't bring the ghost to Higan like you were supposed to. So because Komachi's been skipping work, just hang out and drink all day, ghosts are flooding the world, and that's causing flowers to bloom all over the world. How am I supposed to gather them all, and where am I supposed to go? The Higan. Don't do your work. Stop fucking off all the time. So, I go. If you're saying you'll interfere with my work, then I'll ferry you over with my Titanic. 50% off. Yeah, she just doesn't care. What's that? The souls of the dead are piling up in the graveyard? Ah, whatever. I want to go drinking. I respect it, you know? I respect it. Ooh, money! Yeah, I forgot. She uses money as her done. Try and end this quick, I'm at a lot. Here she is. Death Higan Retour. And Lily White, of course. It's over. Lily White's the big danger here, not the boss. She just shows up to ruin my day, huh? Ah, that's it. Dead parrot. You don't even look like you can pay half the... You don't think you can even pay half the price. Do you even have money on you in the first place? Okay, so... We'll continue anyways. We have a few more runs to do today. I feel like, if any game, it's gonna be one of these versus games that I actually end up beating. If any. Because I do have a... It can ultimately come down to just, like, luck. Because again, even on the higher difficulties, sometimes the AI will just eat shit. Case in point. I heard that. Okay. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Dead there. Sometimes I just jump too. That's also, I gotta admit that. Sometimes I can see shit. Case in point. Yikes. Dead terror. There we go. Okay. What if Reimu's dad is still around, but he's like always at a frame? Really supportive of her. Canonically, she's an orphan, but I like that idea. You know what? I like that. Even if he defeated me, with these many ghosts. This is extreme overworking. It's impossible. Looks like we have a quitter here. Fine then, call your boss for me. We're really bringing out the manager, huh? That's a problem. I'm slacking off. Komachi! Your boss came. Here she is. Episode final. Komachi didn't bring in any souls after such a long time, so I came here to check the situation. This world is full of ghosts and flowers, and on top of that, Komachi is fooling around with the Shrine Maiden. When I first saw Komachi, she seemed like a more I'm guessing diligent person. You're that Shinigami's boss. Are you the one that caused the flowers to bloom? Those nameless souls haven't even realized they were dead. They didn't even want to realize. So her name isn't actually Yama Xanadu, it's the Yama of Xanadu, but people always thought it was like her last name is Yabadabadu. No. Her name is Akishiki, the Yama of Xanadu. It's a title of a place. Gotta clarify that. Yes, those ghosts were the humans outside. Souls which did not expect their deaths and are full of regret. Are you saying that all these flowers are human souls in the outside world? Flowers are plants that show personality. In other words, a soul's qualities. That's why they have a strong affinity with souls. Bright souls reside in sunflowers.
Her name is Flintstones!
Friendless, lonely souls rest in the Higanbana. And in the violet cherry blossoms, I see. The flowers aren't there to do something, but because there are too many ghosts without a place. This flower incident occurred. Since this is understood, unless you do something, it'll be a problem. I can't do anything. Will it? It doesn't bother us. And it shouldn't be much of a problem to you, either. Also, if the ghosts make the flowers bloom, they can still believe they are alive. I don't think it'd hurt to leave them alone for a while. That's not the problem. If I leave this alone, it'll look like I'm slacking off. If I just beat you instead of complaining, everything will return to normal, right? Without much of a reason, you defeated many yokai. There's no Yuka on this route. So far. It wasn't once or twice you defeated ones that weren't. And despite being a shrine baby, you do absolutely no exorcisms, I guess? There are times when you even bear your thanks towards God. That's right, your karma runs a little too deep. So in terms of, like, really vague superpowers, Eiki's ability is to see things in black and white. As in, like, she can take a look at you and just decide, like, black and white morality, whether or not you're a good person. Which is pretty useful if we're a judge of hell. Which is her job. The Yama judge of Xanadu, heaven. No ball busting. No ball busting today. Then if I won't be able to go to hell, I'll just go to that other one. An Enma's judgment isn't as simple as that. It is impossible to overturn a decision. If I were in charge of judging you, you have sinned. How rude. Exterminating yokai is my job. It can't be helped. A thief, a killer, or in war. There are people who work in those areas as well. Just because it's your job, they won't pardon your sins. To cleanse your sins even a little, you must accomplish many. many sins. Alright, I'll consider that after defeating you, and bringing the flowers back to normal. In the violet cherry blossoms reside humans, neck deep in sin. Under these raining violet cherry blossoms, you shall cleanse. Here we go. Oh, the fairies all have, like, police caps. That's cute. That's cute. Little, fairy cops. Okay, here we go. Judgment. The Last Judgment. We're just bringing up the Book of Revelations immediately? Okay. Okay. Okay, well I survived Revelations, that's pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna die outside of it though. Any second now, Lily White's gonna show up and just ruin my day, won't she? There she is. What did I tell you, chat? Caution, Lily appeared. What are you doing here? Get a hobby! Isn't this the same as Lily Black? I don't know. I haven't actually played this before. So, new to me. Why can't Lily go bother? Thank you. Please go bother her. Oh man. It is? Okay. You know more than me, then. You know more than me. Back into the Last Judgment once again. Oh, I think she got hit by something. That's good. Please job. Also, stop chaining your fucking spell cards here. Oh, it's Lily Black, so it is. I didn't even get a good look at before. Oh, there we go. I was kind of distracted. Like, I couldn't even see here underneath all the shit on my screen. Okay, come on now. She was in the other side of the screen at least. Okay. Guilt Side, Wandering Sith. And the Last Judgment, once again. He loves that. Oh, I bumped into a fairy. A little bit tough to see what Lily's wearing with 1,000 blood flying away. Yeah, exactly. Well, have you learned yet? But your sin isn't something as small as this. You still must repent much more. Alright, give it another go. I'll try attrition. See if that works well. Once again, you know, we'll always get the bad ending by using continues, but that's fun. Yeah, you're just gonna wait till Lily shows up to pop your spell card? Fuck off. I can do that too. I've lost the power. Lost my chance out of power. I could've used that. Ah! Random shot got me. Dead turret. Man. Could save that, but whatever, we're here. I believe you can overwrite your opponent's spell card with your own. Probably save it from now on. And another Last Judgment. It's not so bad without Lily White. Fuck off! Every time with you! Oh my goodness. It's like I'm summoning her. Every time I complain about her, she shows up again. Oh, jeez. Dead bear. Sit up straight, come on. Dead Pharaoh. I could really appreciate it. The AI would just like eat shit right now. That'd be great. Please get a bit dumber. Please, I want to see the bad ending of it. Come on now, please get a bit dumber. There we go. Whew, just in time. Okay. Finally. Took a couple continues, but we got it. At a hidden border in a mountain recess, isolated from the human village, over at the Hakure Shrine, the cherry blossoms bloomed as always in springtime. In the end, however, the flowers throughout Gensokyo still continue to bloom. It's no use, no matter how much I sweep and sweep. It's nice to have cherry blossoms blooming and all, but it'd be nice if they didn't drop their petals. Not to mention, it feels like the sides of my shoulders have gotten lighter. I wonder if they've been possessed by something. Nah, it can't be. I'm a shrine maiden. It's no use. I'm done cleaning. I think I'll start a one-man flower viewing party. It's getting drunk in the middle of the day. The end of Yamababadu. Hey, don't slack up on your own job, too. Looks like you can't say anything about Komachi anymore. You said you wouldn't slack off this much. What are you talking about? I can't even take a break just because all these flowers happen to be blooming? And on top of that, what about your home job? Flowers haven't even returned to normal yet. The cherry blossoms are blooming. We're taking a break. Also, the number of ghosts coming from the outside world has dropped off. After this, we'll ferry the accumulated ghosts little by little, like usual. That is, if Komachi doesn't slack off. Like I told you, the workload was too much to handle. I was trying to keep to my own pace. Oh look, it's Komachi. What are you doing here? Are you loafing around? But Shiki-sama said we're taking a break. And why do you think all these ghosts suddenly increased in the first place? Not to mention, these aren't just ordinary ghosts, right? These ghosts are ghosts that haven't even realized that they're dead yet. They're nameless ghosts that held on to their attachment to life even after death. It seems that something big might have happened in the outside world. Yes, I don't know what happened in the outside world, but if there are this many, I'm sure that a large number of humans, if not all, have unexpectedly died. Like from a large earthquake, or a large volcanic eruption, or a large tsunami, or from a war. In any case, things have calmed down, so as the ghosts decrease as time passes, flowers will return to normal. Now, if only the cherry blossoms wouldn't drop as many petals. By the way, are you planning on doing a few good deeds? Oh, you said I wouldn't even be able to go to heaven, so maybe at. Yes, it's very important to have constant dedication. Such as showing restraint when eating sweets, or try to stop wasting used tea leaves as much as possible. Or if a rice cracker gets damp, be sure to toast it before you eat it. Yeah, Shrine Maiden's good deeds are slinging along the lines of that. Well, I suppose that's fine. But first, you should start by acknowledging the sins of your action. A living creature is in sin for as long as he lives. After that, the way you face your sins in life becomes crucial. If you forget what you've been taught once you die, you'll end up bothering Shiki-sama, where she'll smack you into the Sanzu River. So be sure to stay as you are now. Oh look, it's Komachi. Whatever happened to your job? Aren't the cherry blossoms still in full bloom? Yes, when are things going to get back to normal? Give me a break. The Shinigami of the Sanzu River and Enma-san were unable to turn Gensokyo's flower back to normal. In the end, the flowers of Gensokyo continued to bloom. However, the Shrine Maiden was no longer impatient. Ultimately, the abnormal flowers will decrease as the ghosts cross the Sanzu River. The sunflowers bloomed by humans with cheerful personalities. The Higambana bloomed by humans with sad personalities. And the violet cherry blossom, bloomed by those who committed acts of sin, will all surely return to normal before the summer arrives. If the outside world returns to normal, the amount of nameless ghosts will naturalize, I'm guessing. the equinoctial wake of illusions, seen by the outsider humans, was returning too. Congratulations, ending number 1. Was that the normal ending? Oh. Let me double check an ending cut. Are continues allowed? What the hell? It didn't say bad ending. I mean, nothing was solved, so I think that was still the bad ending, but... It wasn't called the bad. We were just chilling. So if it wasn't clear, by the way, the event they're referring to is World War II. The reason that so many ghosts are in Gensokyo is the atomic bombings. A fun fact. Who cares if it wasn't chilling? Rimu isn't going to hell. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay. No, apparently that was just... It's endings for a character, so... While I didn't really get the one CC, that does count as a normal ending. So hey, we'll actually see... Yeah, I didn't unlock extra from that, as I used continues. But there's no good or bad ending, just the ending. Apparently. Alright, so next up, let's see here. What time is it? Okay, I got plenty of time still. I don't know if I'll have time for the whole game. I can always finish it tomorrow morning, maybe? We'll see. Wow. The cherry blossoms, the bellflowers, and irises are all blooming. Feels weird. That's because you're seeing them all at once. That's why it's weird. Well, I shouldn't stare too hard. If you don't pay attention, you might get hit. By a bird's attack, that is. I miss that. I like when enemies just kill themselves on random crash before I get a chance to do anything. Let's keep that up the whole run, please. This, compared to most of tokens, I will say, like I said before, these have definitely the most forgiving difficulty curve. There we go. I don't like birds circling overhead, especially birds of prey. Dead parrot. It's so quiet here above the clouds, especially since it's so noisy back in the ground. What do you mean? It's only gonna get louder from here on out. Looks like that may be. But you're alone. That's just a third of the usual clamor. 3 times, actually. 3 times as much. You can hear my music much more clearly during my solo. noise, soul noise flow. And that's that. Alright, alright. A solo's noise definitely sounds glamorous. Dead parrot. I've just been flying around in circles for a while. Especially this time. You won't get anywhere if you're just flying about wandering all over. Ah, a lucky item. How lucky! Not an item. Oh, right. I don't think I mentioned this, but, Faye's power here, the rabbit, is manipulating luck. She can basically bring good luck or bad luck as she sees fit. So, one of the really handy ones that doesn't like actively do anything, but is kind of one of the best ones, actually. The power to just have things work out if you want them to, or not work out if you don't want them to. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Well, if you're not a lucky item, then you're a rare item. Good things will definitely come my way now. I always get lost in this house. You're just making yourself at home again, aren't you? As usual, you have no business being here. It's not true. I came to ask for the flower outbreak today. Why would we know anything about that? Alright, here we go. Scattershot. Luna Megalons. I was trying to read it, and I got distracted. I shouldn't be reading. Never read shit. That gets me in every game. I always try to read out the spell card name, and then I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Every time. Well, that was a waste of time. Everyone's probably noticed the flowers by now. That was a waste of time. Dead parrot, by the way. Shouldn't the time for flower viewing be soon? What do you mean, soon? Flowers have been all over the place for quite some time now. That's why we can have a flower viewing party. You just want a party. You just want to drink. So in this one, Brittany's theme is Colorful Path. It's not quite as much of a favorite of mine as her previous thing in Hurtful Night, Maiden's Capriccio. That one is probably my favorite, but then again, this game is a lot goofier than Hurtful Night, so something that dramatic I don't think would fit quite as well. They're both good themes, I just like Maiden's Capriccio a bit more. During a flower viewing festival, watching the den mock with might. But the flowers are the prettiest after all. Dead parrot. Man, I've got no leads. And I'm getting tired of chasing the sea. If you tire, perhaps you should simply return home and sleep. So far, their routes are identical. But I thought they differ from character to character. So maybe it's just because these two are like the serious protagonists. However, you have not a single clue as to the cause or culprit. There is little point to simply meandering about. Then why are you doing the same thing? Because no clue as to the culprit or cause can be found. She came here to talk shit about Martha not knowing what's going on. It's like, well, yeah, I don't know why, but you should still know better. Oh, the sideways knives. Yeah, I gotta watch those. That's a little tricky. That's a bit of a dangerous mechanic. It's like you're inclined then to hang out on the left side. You have more time to react. Because those knives are pretty quick. Well, deceptively quick, I should say. Yeah, see? You don't have a lot of time if you're on the right side to react to them. I think they're coming right for you almost. So. But then, that means you're going to be boxed in the corner. Lily's starting to mess with me again. This might be our first death, chat. Try that again. So I'm guessing Lily is probably like on a timer. So the other matches just sort of solve themselves before this happened. If I did this. Ooh, that was a close one. Can't just wander around like this. I'll have to look into places I've never been to before. Dead parrot, by the way. This is really something. Everywhere I go, the outbreak is covering everything. I can't see the flow of it. Maybe it's because I can't sense any threat from this outbreak. It's not like you to be this deep in the mountains by a pond, grumbling to yourself. Who's there? Rushing to the scene when something happens. That's what being a newspaper reporter is about. That Tengu, huh? Are you writing about the flower outbreak? Flowers, is it? Something like this just wouldn't make a good article, though. Really? Flowers are growing all over Gensokyo, you know? I don't sense a threat in the flowers. Besides, I think your actions would make the better story. The truth is, I came out here to write about you. I'm at the scene of the crime with a professional thief. You have mistaken me for someone else. You were caught on film. The newspaper detailing your crime has already been published. Secretly photographing people, huh? That's a bad hobby. I don't care if you're Tengu or whatever. I'm busy with the flowers. It seems that way. That's why I'll just beat you up to calm down. And you're gonna hand over the negatives. Morrison does not respect her. I thought I could shoot down that bird for it. A little too slow, I think. Oh. And I did that one myself. Now I'm the idiot computer running around enemy attacks. Oh boy. Morrison has bad run-ins with TMZ. Dead parrot fire. So true. She's probably like always on the front page of whatever the Gensokyo World Star promo is. Like every day, you know? It's pretty much her blog. What's up? And move so I had to fuck right on. No spell card for you. Good parrot. Marcel lives free, lives rent-free in the head of everyone in Gensokyo. You're probably true. If only because she keeps stealing their shit. closer. Another wind god girl. Oh. There we go. Well, how was that, you paparazzi? Jeez. What are you doing? Attacking an upright citizen? He keeps stealing the precious thing. Yeah. By the way, in spite of being reported, you haven't looked into the outbreak at all? It's not that I haven't looked, but I don't think the large number of flowers is the true mystery. What? Doesn't matter how you look at it. The number of ghosts have gone up, more than the number of flowers, I'm guessing. It's the ghosts. You're talking with some sort of air of superiority here. I thought it might make for a good story, so I didn't want to tell anyone. I see. Ghosts. I was so focused on the flowers, I didn't realize. Distracted by the fairies, I couldn't see all the ghosts right under my nose, I guess. It's like the ghosts and the flowers are related, but unrelated at the same time, I guess. The only humans who come to Muenzica are the ones who want to die. Who wants to die now? Now. There are so many wonderful things in this world, you're 10 years too early to say that you want to die. I don't want to die in 10 years either. I'm the first class Sanzu River guide. Onmachi Onozuka. I can't let you cross the river yet. If you try to force yourself through now, I'll drop you in halfway across, so prepare yourself. If I said that I don't want to die, then I don't want to cross the Sanzu River. Why to fall in that river is just stupid. I just came here looking for the place with the highest concentration of ghosts, I guess that says. Gensokyo is overflowing with ghosts now. Ghosts? Ghosts. The ghosts are increasing? As you can see, the situation is where flowers, fairies, and if you look a little harder, ghosts are everywhere. What a problem. Now I'm swamped in work and I can't possibly catch up. All these goats are waiting across the Sanzu River. Isn't it your job to ferry them across the Sanzu River? It's pretty negligent to just let them accumulate. But it's my job. Let me do my job at my own pace. You're getting angry at the wrong person. Why'd so many goats show up here in the first place? Aren't they from the outside world? Who knows? I just know that they're human souls that don't think they've died and still think they don't want to. It's not really good for them to force them across, so just wait. Just ferry them to Higan already. If you don't normalize the number of ghosts, it's bad for the... Don't get so worked up. I'm doing my best. You look like you know you're lazy. Just like a certain shrine maiden. Is that so? I will show no mercy to those who interrupt my laid-back pace. Return. For living humans, the width of the Sanzu River is... too wide, I guess that's it. I won't let you cross. We're back with Higan Reaching. That was my own fault. Dead parrot. Well, I think I still owe you a dead parrot for I am, so dead parrot. There we go. No continues yet, that's pretty good. Just ferry those ghosts over the river. But with this insane number, it's impossible. Well, I can't do it. So obviously, it's gotta be you. Who's slacking off? Komachi! You see, now you're in trouble with your boss. Okay. So that's a little better than last time, actually. We didn't have to continue yet. Still gonna continue a couple times here, but after Komachi didn't bring any souls for such a long period, something. Higan is full of ghosts. Furthermore, the flowers have started growing out of Komachi. This isn't the time to play around with humans. He was drunk and slacking. If you're the boss, you gotta lay down the law. Komachi, I thought you were a more diligent person. Well, that's fine. So, the ghosts were caused by her slacking. But what are the flowers, really? Well, the flowers. The flowers are the emotions of deceased humans and ghosts. When ghosts lose their way, they rely upon the flowers, unable to travel to Higan. Without any connections whatsoever, and without realizing their own state of death, the humans possess flowers. Ew. You saying that flowers are all dead people? I picked some earlier. Actually en masse. Mass murders, then. Well, that's fine, since they can rest in peace that way. Let's talk about you instead. Yes, you're a little too comfortable with lying. That's the truth. I haven't told a single lie since I was born. If you insist on this path, it's true. Your tongue will be ripped out. Huh? That's the sort of jump old people say. You should take the time to re-examine your lifestyle. For if I were in charge of the judgment of your soul, you would be punished by the removal of your tongue. That's so. Maybe I should pack a spare tongue in case of my death. Your second tongue would also be ripped out. It'd probably be best to also fix that sassy mouth of yours. Well, if that's the case, the only way to keep my tongue is to... blank. Hell exists not to punish sinners, but to ensure that no one sins. I am here so that everyone realizes that. Even if I must hurt you a little, I must make you correct the error of your ways. Don't be so nice. doubling up now. Nice. Okay. Ooh, 1-up. Nice. Very nice. Oh, and we needed it too. Nope. Let's bounce that right back at you. I think it's over, chat. It's never been more. That's it. Dead parrot. Until you understand why I must stop you from telling lies, I will continue to punish you. Alright, so that's probably our closest to getting a 1cc thus far. Not too bad. Okay. Not quite. Dead parrot. Okay, I think we'll get it, little by little. Oh, baby! Nice, okay. Whew. I was about to die again, so that's pretty nice, it's pretty nice. Okay, whew, okay. We turned that around. Still easy to continue, but hey, you know what? We're getting a little better, I think, with each game we play through. In a magical forest, unapproachable by proper life forms. There were no useful, flowery vegetations here. Even the ghosts from the outside world avoid this place out of instinct. Even though Gensokyo's blooming flowers were corrupted, the forest stayed the same. So that's it. These flowers had bloomed by human ghosts who lost their way. And it's not really something that makes you feel good knowing. I wonder, why do they possess all these kinds of flowers? I'd probably choose to possess a hydrangea myself. They're lavish and numerous after all. Well, those guys did say that they were gonna go do their best ferrying the souls to Higan. So maybe everything will go back to normal in a while? Anyways, I should just leave the flowers alone and go out to play a little. Alright, I'm here to rob you. My, you're awfully straightforward coming in here. You even came through the front door, I guess it says. Even though you're still here to rob us. I'm done with lying to people now. If I just go through the main door and openly come in to rob you, guessing I won't be sinning. What do you believe is worse? Lying to people or coming in to rob people? If I keep lying, I'll never have enough tongues no matter how much I have. Such a troubled thief. If you have enough free time to do this sort of thing, couldn't you at least have checked out this flower incident? Ah, I've already checked this incident out. It'll return to normal if I leave it alone, and it's nothing particularly dangerous. That's not something I hear from you very often. Normally you'd be scrambling for this sort of thing. At least, that's how I thought you were. Well, I can't think of this incident as being anything particularly dangerous. If anything, we'd be at a loss if we didn't enjoy the flowers at times like these. You do have some, right? Have what? Cakes with bamboo flowers. My, you are a shameless thief. We're having cherry leaf rice cakes, not cakes. Okay, I'll have some of that then. In the end, the flowers throughout Gensokyo continued to bloom. However, the amount of nameless ghosts from the outside world have begun to normalize, and the flowers of Gensokyo, though slowly, began to return to normal. At this rate, everything should return to normal before summer arrives. She stopped forcing herself to resolve this incident, and decided to enjoy it instead. It was not dangerous, and she felt that it would spoil things if she didn't enjoy such a beautiful incident, or rather, she felt no need to lie to herself. There probably won't be another time when anyone can see Gensokyo be this beautiful. She realized that nature in Gensokyo couldn't get any more beautiful than this. Ending 2. Okay. That's 2 so far. Alrighty. Yeah. I think I'll have time for at least one more, if not... Yeah, at least one more, before I must go. Unfortunately, I'm going to be busy in the evenings this week, the opposite of my usual busy in the mornings. It's rather nice, because that means I can sort of laze about in my pajamas, and not have to worry too much. Still, I do have to go in the afternoon, so... I only have so much time. And I can't buy myself more time by staying up late. I would have to wake up early, and oh boy, that's not my favorite thing. Excuse me. Alright. Next dream. So let's see, we've done our 2 protagonists. Oh, we've unlocked a couple as well. Because of our performance there, we've unlocked Chirmo and Mistia Lorelei, their story mode. Okay, so if we're gonna keep unlocking more as we go, we've got a problem in that I'm gonna have to make this like a recurring stream. That's not a... So, we're actually still a day ahead of schedule. In my original schedule, we were supposed to do Imperishable Night today and Phantasmagoria tomorrow. So we're still a day ahead of time, I'm not worried. And I can always cram a story mode in between, or after every stream, right? I can do that, no problem. We will get through it all. Let's see, so who should we do next of the 5 we have unlocked? We've got Sakuya, Yomu, Raisen, Teruno, and Mistia. Let's see here. I'm gonna try doing a little poll here. Let's see if the game will crash when I tab out of it. Okay, 1 minute. Should be up now. Now you can vote on who I play next. Did I already do Raisen? No, not yet. I've only done Reimu and Marisa. Just a 1-minute pause. Alrighty, looking at the votes. Seems like Rice is the clear winner. Well, suits me just fine. Alright, let's put this back over there, and let's hope the game doesn't crash when I tap back into it. I think it's happy. I think it's not happy. You didn't like that. Okay, I kind of expected that. No issue, we can just load this back up again. Alright. Just a sec, Jed. Just a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Let's see if, okay. Are we back? Is OBS gonna pick it up? Okay, we're good, we're back. We're fine. Okay, so Ryzen's up next. Not quite sure where I should head. I heard there were quite a few kidnappers around. Forward, forward! Forward, soldier! So, the kidnapper was you. It's no fun kidnapping a bunny. Kind of hoping that we start seeing some other characters show up. While I like fighting these characters we've seen so far, I would like to know who else. I want to see I want to see other people's funny patterns and spell cards. You know. I don't think it's always the same order. So I did do a. I'll tell you right now. I did a test run as Yomu. I didn't go far just to make sure that everything ran properly, right? And she fights Cerno first, too. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was second and I'm just having a stroke, but I'm pretty sure it's not always the same order. It's like, you should be fighting different people in every round. But I guess there's only so many characters you can use, like the first boss fodder. If I just sounds wavelength delay. See? I can't hear you anymore. Oh, I forgot to give myself extra lives, chat. We're in trouble. There shouldn't be too many fairies around if I'm above the... That's where you are. Going to freeze to death. Looks like I'm mistaken. After all, fairies can play around as much as they want. Yeah. That's because there's so many flowers blooming. It's the festival that happens once every 60 years. Yeah, see, I knew, it's not always the same. Reimu and Mari's are the same by design, but everyone else should be a little different at least. Like, yeah, you'll still fight, like, Cerno and Misty in the first half, because they're kind of bots, but, compared to everyone else... But you should fight, like, different characters, at least. There we go. There's no helping it if fairies rampage a bit. I don't feel any fear from this incident. It's strange. Dead parrot. We got 2 dead parrots, by the way. Where did she go? Always so selfish and going wherever she wants. In the west a bunny, the east a tail. Found you. What are you doing hanging around here? Well, you know, I was chasing a bunny that got away. I should mention, Ryson is actually a moon rabbit, while Tui is the leader of the earth rabbits. Don't worry about it. But that's why Ryson acts like she has more authority over Tui. Because she does. Rabbit sign. Great fortune C. Leave the flowers to me. You just head back and sit quietly at home. So I wonder who we're gonna fight next. Even the bamboo forest is full of flowers. Since you're so intently focused on the flowers, it's safe to assume you're searching around too. For what? The incident with the flowers? I don't have the slightest idea, you know? But I think I do. I guess she's blaming Ryson again. I just noticed, but Raven's yin yang orb is kind of dirt. There's like mud on it. She has not been taking good care of that thing. I know there's a way to fire attacks directly at the opponent. I haven't figured that out. I do want to know how to do it. Spirit Sign, Hakure Illusion. Right. After I win, I take your info. There we go. Episode 5. Bamboo flowers, huh? When did they bloom before again? I can't quite remember. Bamboo flowers, huh? First time I've seen something naturally bloom all at once. That's because it's said that it happens once every 60 years. Then I gotta live long. I don't even know why we're fighting now. Oh! I ran right into a fairy spawn again. Great. Or was it one of the Marius' shots? I don't know. Something killed me, I wasn't paying attention. We're fine now. Still got plenty of health. I just gotta not lose focus here. I've got a bit of a job tonight. I'm already thinking about that instead of what I should be doing. Well, I say what I should be doing instead of what I'm streaming. That's not good. There we go. This is our soil. As long as I have the benefit of the land, you can't win against me. Hey, bonus life. Nice. When a bunch of flowers bloom all at once, there's no elegance or taste or anything. Oh, that in itself is interesting. I can make as much tea and pastries as I want, as long as these flowers are here. Yeah, and also as much poison. Indeed, as much as I want. Okay, here's where the deaths will start kicking in. Like the actual, dead parrots. By the way, dead parrot remarks. I can get a screenshot of that. It'll be the after stream, thank you tweet, I think. It's dead parrot. My dead parrot. Just go kill a parrot and use that as the post-stream? Yeah. You're so true, you're so true. Yeah, those side knives are, they're pretty nasty, I think. They're pretty nasty. Very nasty. There we go. There aren't many toxic flowers. I don't think it has anything to do with the incident, though. Dead parrot. Oh, it's not a suzerain growing around here. When I get back, I'll tell Master about this. The poison of the suzerain is the heart's poison. There she is, Medicine Melancholy. Planning to make something poisonous. Who? Although, yes, I am. I'm Medicine. I live here. So, you're some crazy person who lives in a field full of strong poison. Do you know why poison works so well in the body? Well, you see, the body simply follows the poison's orders. With a small amount, it'll move exactly as the poison wants. But with a large amount, the poison becomes uncontrollable. It's not an exaggeration to say that the body is made of poison. I see. My master knows a lot more about these things, though. just being alive is a sin. It's because your body is made of poison that people say that. That's why the thing pure life. So medicine here is actually a doll that has achieved sentience, and because she's a doll, she can just sort of hang out in a field full of deadly poison and not really care. So what do you mean by that? I'm beginning to feel worse and worse. Oh, here you go. I was a doll, thrown away. This is a hill filled with poison. We're a doll with a body without poison. Poison won't have any effect. So, she lives in this suzerain field, and just absorbs the poison all day long, and uses it in her attacks. So I'm guessing that purple stuff down there is probably a poison cloud. You probably have like a second to get out of it before it messes you up. I would guess. It just sort of makes spots on the map uninhabitable. Ooh. Or maybe it slows you down or something? Hard to tell. Okay. What if I just say no thank you to yourself, card? Poison sign nerve poison. Oh boy, she's bringing out the war crimes immediately, huh? Oh yeah, the poison slows you down, I see. Which makes it really hard to dodge. So she'll combine attacks that have widespread, that you just simply, like, go to the side from. And her poison clouds that pin you down, keep you from moving. Very dangerous. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like being there, that's for sure. Here she goes again. More nerf poison. Oh, there. Okay. I lost sight of myself. I don't know how I lived that. Where did I live that? No way. I'm getting really lucky. There we go. Okay. Whew. I was gonna say, that's a little too good. Dead fair. Feel my poison. This is probably one of my favorite themes from the game, actually. It's very easy to miss that you're standing in the poison, I found. Until you think you're out of the way, you don't move quite as much as you need to. Okay, nice. I gotta get out of here quick. Jeez, what did you come here for? I don't know. I was just searching places where flowers grew, one after another. I'm not gonna handle the Suturan here. After seeing so many flowers, I'm beginning to not care so much. Okay, episode 8. Even here, there are poisonous flowers growing. That doll before mentioned something like, if one's body is poisoned, then it means poisonous flowers are there. Or something like that. Hey, it's too early for you to die. Was there someone here? I'm the first-class Sanzu River guide, Komachi Onozuka. It's a real pain when a fool like yourself is taking your own life, that this here Muenzuka. Who said I wanted to die? I'm just going where the flowers bloom. Muenzuka's flowers. You mean the Higanbana are blooming? Huh? What is that? What the heck happened to the seasons? It's spring right now, for your information. You didn't notice this strange incident at all? Yeah. Well then, I'm busy, so we'll leave it at that. Wait, you look like you know something. Better go back to work. If she finds the flowers, I'll be scolded. You too, Fishy. Explain yourself before going back to work. The living yokai's habits are so annoying. My flowers are the bodies. The flowers are the bodies of neglected dead humans. My job is to ferry the humans to Higan. In other words, you're disrupting my work. I'm involved with the flower incident. Your own little habit came out, getting angry at the wrong person. Hey, an extra light. Nice. I think we're doing alright so far. I forgot to give myself a couple extra lives, but we're doing okay. Throw away. Yesterday's mine. Wow. Wish I could throw away that money. That'd be nice. Weaponize your cash. That's great. That's so you know you're doing good in life, you know? You've got it made, brother. And that's a dead pair. Okay. See if we can make it to the end. I'd like to not open on a condition. There we go. Nice. You say I'm disrupting your work, but you're the one who... You're just slacking off, aren't you? Are you slacking off? Komachi! See, your boss is here to tell your lazy butt off. Okay, so we made it without continues. That's doing okay. That's doing okay. Komachi didn't bring any souls after such a long time, so I came here to check the situation. Fooling around with a yoka, completely ignoring her work. Now, all these flowers have bloomed. When I first saw Komachi, she seemed like a more diligent person. So, who are you? I am the one who judges cities, the Enma of Kanasama herself. For you to come all the way to this world. A critical situation? Critical situation? It's nothing that major. Komachi wasn't bringing in any new souls, so I had some free time. Komachi's the one in charge of bringing me souls. So, when I saw Gensokyo full of ghosts, I thought, Komachi's slacking off again. Ghosts? Now that you mention it, flowers weren't the only thing that... I'll punish Komachi afterwards. So Gensokyo should be back. I see. Well then, I'll be on my way. Hold on a second. I want to say something to you. Of course Enma-sama would... What is it? Are you saying that I'll be lecturing to no end? I understand. I'll listen to you. You bear a large sin. You abandoned your allies, letting them die, while you're the only one here living happily. That's right. You're a bit too selfish. If you pass away without reflecting upon yourself, you will most certainly fall to hell. Ryzen is actually canonically a war veteran. I'll get into that another time when we talk more about the Moon People. But yeah, and she fled to Earth, basically. Because she was tired of fighting and dying as a shock trooper for the Lunarians, essentially. Even if you are trying now, unless you face your past, there is absolutely no meaning in what you're doing. Time alone cannot settle a sin. A sin must be judged first before you can do so. For that purpose, I am here. I don't want to go to hell. There has to be something that can be done. Reflection alone is not enough. much less regret. Committing a sin and fixing one isn't as simple as that. Without judgment, a sin cannot be settled. But even from here, there's a way you can protect to prevent your potential damnation. For that sake, you'll be judged here, with your allies you left on the moon, and their resentment. Okay. Opening up with another Last Judgment. I think by the end of this, we might actually get to be one of the best, or rather, we might find that Aki is one of our best bosses by the end, simply because of how often we fight. I'm not saying we'll have a good win-loss ratio, just comparatively, we'll do a better job against him. I think. When put into the final tally. We'll see, though. Still be quite a few deaths till then. That's that. You're still ignoring your sins. It looks like I still need to lecture you much more. And we'll try that again. Dead parrot, by the way. Another wandering sin that'll dart at us. Lily's here. Probably our last shot. Not good. Not good. This one ain't the rock. This one ain't the rock. That's it. Yeah. Dead parrot. I think my eyes are starting to glaze over a bit, though. Not good. Let's see if we can survive a 60 meters, or a last judgment without having to fall. Okay. I did miss a power from board. Okay. Oh well. This was this. Another last judgment. Another continue. Try this again. There we go. Whew. Took a few tries, we got it. It definitely feels less and less painful each time, though. The bamboo flowers that bloom once every 60 years have chaotically bloomed, and I and Day quietly watched over them. The flowers of Gensokyo still continued to bloom, but they were beautiful, rather. So she felt that it was fine to just leave them alone. Huh. So, there was a hill that held wild suzerain growing in it. That's true. The poison of the wild suzerain was unusually strong, so it looks like they couldn't last there for a very long time. Yes, a wild suzerain's poison could be used for medicine. Since you told me about this place, I think I'll go there at a later time then. There was a strange doll there, though. A strange doll. She said she was a doll, so poison wouldn't have any effect on her. She thought on her own, and it seemed like she moved on her own. I see. So that doll usually lives there, in that hill full of suzerain. Huh? How do you know? Do you know why the poison works so well in the body? I think I have a good idea why. Oh, you've been studying. The body isn't something that's made out of poison. Even if a doll has a soul, it still doesn't really have an actual body. But what do you think would happen if that doll stayed in a bed of flowers, filled with poison for a long time? What if the doll, who lacks a real body, had a body made out of poison? Yeah, is it really possible for something like that to exist? Are you doubting what you saw? I'm just saying things based on the fact that I believed everything you said. No, I'm sure about what I've seen. I'm sure the doll was moving on her own. A doll is not a demon, nor does it possess flesh or its own spirit. It's just offspring. But in some cases, there have been some where spirits have dwelled in them. Uh-huh. A doll that moves on its own is because it's in a state where a spirit has possessed it. That's why it acts as though it's under a curse like a straw doll. Huh. In rare cases, on the other hand, There have been instances where they've taken control over just the body, like with dolls whose hair would grow or would cry tears. It fits the description of this one. I see. Naturally, if you put a spirit and a body together, the doll could move freely on its own, beyond its limits as a tool. That was the case with the doll you met, right? I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm pretty sure this is because of the Suzuran. I knew it. I think we should definitely go over there when the Suzuran are blue. That would probably be good. But I don't know how long the flowers will stay in their current condition. Alright, then prepare to go immediately. I'll help clean up too. Immediately? I'm still worn out. We should take a break for today. I'll give you just 5 minutes. Prepare to go out immediately. I understand. In the end, the flowers of Insokyo continue to bloom. Those who watch the flowers will feel a sense of fading away. Why anyone, something off screen, while taking a carefree look at those flowers, is because of this feeling of transience. These two, intent on picking Suzuran, were heading towards the hill where the doll lived, I guess. They do not know for sure whether they will be able to see this doll again. However, Ryson wants to see it one more time. The reason why is because it might very well have been a living being. Ryson needed to learn whether it had any sin or karma. She could now live her life once more, while keeping her awareness of her sins. That's ending number 5. So we'll see what we unlocked in a minute here. Let's see. Looking at the time now, it is just after noon for me. I'll have time for one more run. We'll let the credits play out while I take a quick break here. Do Chono next? Yeah, no problem. That works for me. She'll be a fun thing. And you, the girl reading this. Next stream. Okay. We're gonna take a short little break. Like 3 minutes, not even. And we'll be right back in it. Maybe the game will crash again. We'll find out. Okay. So, we'll be right back in just a moment. Okay. I think I'm good to go. Let's get back into it. I'll load this up again. Let's see if it crashes. Looks good here. How's the stream look? Come up alright? Let's see. Waiting for my stream to catch up. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So far we've got the clear on Grey Moon, Maoista, and Raizia. Still gotta do Sakuya, Yomu, and Mistia. But I said I'd do Chiruno, the little ice fairy next, so we'll give her a go. Cherry blossoms, cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms, cherry blossoms. I'll kidnap a stupid human, gazing at cherry blossoms. Look, freezing falling cherry blossoms is cool. Oh, I wasn't hoping for a fairy. Alright. Yeah, I guess a man-eater like Mistia can't really eat a fairy, because if you tried, she'd just turn into ice and come back 5 minutes later unharmed. And probably a little pissed off. Not very good for you. Oh, she's getting a little serious now. Birdside, mysterious song. I'm surprised. She's never actually lived long enough to fire up a spell card. Might get hit here. There we go. I'll get myself some room. Oh, Cerno can actually freeze the bullets. That's funny. I like that. If I freeze cherry blossoms, they become deadly weapons. With this, I'm invincible. Mistia loves eating shit, yeah. She suffers from being... Yeah, dead parrot, but... She suffers from being first boss in most rounds. Wow, so vast. At last, here above the skies, a weirdo comes along. I thought that if I flew up high, I could see a bunch of flowers. You can't see anything if you're above the clouds. Signed, Vibrica Solo Live. Don't worry, Mistia Bros, when we finally do her route, she'll get her comeuppance. There we go. That's game set. I learned something. Above the clouds, ice tends to stick to me, so I should try to... something off screen. She learned something. We don't know what it was, though. Every time I come to the bamboo forest, I get lost. I don't know the way back now. Did you call me? You didn't call me. Oh, I see. Didn't call you? But, could you tell me the way out? For a fairy, it's not a problem if they can't go back, right? How about getting as lost as you want to? When you do Mistia's draft, it'll be too late and she'll have been killed by a heart attack. That's fine. We still have Mistia's Izakaya. I've actually been playing that off-screen. I can't play it for more than too long, because, like, I don't want to take... It's one of those games where, like, I don't want to rush through it, right? It's a really fun little, it's diner dash, right? It's diner dash, but I don't really want to rush through it. I like taking my time with it, exploring things, trying things out. The only thing that I would say that... The only complaint I would have about Mistia's Izakaya, the little diner dash fan game, is, a lot of times, characters will ask for ingredients or for, like, food has different tags, right? It's like, Oh, you'll have like Japanese food or Western food. You'll have like hot drinks or cold drinks, yada yada. Sometimes they'll ask for tags that you haven't unlocked yet, and you just lose your combo through no fault of your own. That does kind of bug me a bit. You can still like the game's easy. It's very. She's gonna die due to diabetes. No, I want to go home before it gets dark. You look like you know the road, so take me back to the lake. Yeah, it's not a hard game. It's, in fact, ridiculously easy to meet all the requirements it throws at you. Your first week, it's like, yeah, make 3,000 yen. And I was sitting there with 15,000. I'm like, oh, okay. The next week, it's make 6,000 yen. I'm like, oh, that's only 9,000 total. I have 15,000. I could just do nothing for the next week in game and still be fine. It's way too easy, actually. About that. Not that that's a bad thing. It's definitely not meant to be like an intense game. With just a noisy theory about it, there shouldn't be much of a challenge. The way I see it, if anyone counts, there should be more than enough of a challenge. I think this is our first sighting of the Omu. I'm sorry to frighten you. I'm gonna beat you for that. Damn. Ancient Temple. The Omu's theme, Ancient Temple, opens so hard. I love that little, at the start. What's that down there? What does that do? The little black hole? Okay. I'm guessing it's like, Yomu's spirit hat, like the dark energy or whatever. Cool. Oop. Or maybe I get stuck if I touch it. I kinda wanna try touching it. Oh no, you just take damage. Never mind, it's not cool. It's not cool, chat. You just take damage. Lame. Lost sign, sword of earthly desires. That's it. Oop. Half Ghost disillusionment. No, I gotta pay attention. I'm yapping. I'm gonna die. That's not good. Let's not die. Let's not die. Oh, and I did die. Dead parent. Alright, enough yap. Back to work. I gotta lock it. Admittedly, I did kind of put it upon myself when I would start running into attack to see what they did. And it's kind of my own fault. I got a spell card. What if I just say no? Billy White's back. There we go. This is my castle. Don't come waltzing in with cold shoes. It's... We got a one-up from points, but is that like a phrase? I know cold feet, but I don't know about cold shoes. And I pick flowers with freeze the flowers. This is so fun. What exactly is fun about that? You don't know? When you're picking frozen flowers, it makes a really nice feeling sound. Oh, I do. The dialogue in Rainbow and Mars' route is actually like discussing what's going on. All these side characters just sort of like nonsensical shits. Great. It's great. Find Mysterious Jack. There we go. Big discovery. Rather than plucking them, freezing an area and lying down. Something. It does something. We don't know. It's off screen. Freezing an area and lying down. Big discovery, chat. Even if I wander around here, nothing much changes. Oh. There's a theory that doesn't really fit with flowers here. What did you... Oh. I wasn't really saying anything bad about you. Flowers are weak to the cold is all. But I'm not sure if the flowers now are weak at all. I ripped a flower or two into pieces. Yeah? Yeah, you did. Oh! Ooh, well, look out for those. Those little blobs rise and throws it, and just go off, I guess. There. Scary stuff. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Many such cases. That's a death there. Oh, she just starting off with that shit, huh? Okay. Get clipped by a fairy right as that happens. Okay. Oh, hello, Rakira. Touhou, indeed. Yeah, I'm the best. And that's a dead parrot. Since I don't feel like losing out to anyone, I think it's about time I expand my area of activity. Hope you're having a lovely day, Rakira. Episode 7. Wow. There's a lake even at this kind of place. It was worth coming out this far. I wonder if there are any frogs. Oh, this ought to be good. I already knew. There's been someone tailing me for a while. There's a giant toad living here. So I think you should be a little something. What are you saying? Just then you looked like you were having fun. That's because I thought that if you found the toad, then did a few pranks on it, it'd definitely be interesting. I don't understand, but it's not gonna be interesting. That's rude. Well then, go ahead. Don't mind me. Please, go have fun. That's it. I thought of something more fun than freezing a frog. You having a great day, Rick here? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. We're playing some Phantasmagoria Flat Review. The 9.8.5? 9.5? It's one of them. It's one of the Touhou games of all time. Basically, every character has their own story mode. We've cleared a couple so far. We've done, let's see, Reimu, Marisa, Raisen, and now we're doing Children. We've unlocked quite a few of those. Definitely a lot to try. Unfortunately, because I don't have too much more time to do this. This is probably the last run for today. You never played this one before? Yeah. This one is Versus. You can actually play online. And that was my original intention for this stream. To invite a couple guests on with me. But I couldn't get the netcode to quite work last night, so I said, okay, whatever. We'll just do the story mode. That's fine. That Wind God girl is pretty nasty, isn't it? Yeesh. Oh. Okay. We're both on one hit from death, but oof, there we go. Well, maybe I'll ask you for help later on today. I'm definitely going to have to dedicate multiple streams to this, and if I couldn't get it working, I'd love that. So, when I tried working on this, I connected to my friend, and actually Future, in fact, here in the chat. I connected to my friend, and as soon as we loaded up the game together, it immediately turboed through all the menus and crashed. Like, it acted as though someone had pressed the continue button about 100 times. It was kind of weird, actually. Still. The game's still totally fine with just single player, as you can see. It just would have been nice to give the multiplayer a try. Okay. Ooh. I'll counter her spell card with my own and cancel it out. But she can just keep doing that all she wants, so it's not that fair. That's that. Oh dear me, I've accidentally won, and I thought I'd held back enough to... This isn't any fun. Alright, well, let's continue. That's fine, though. This is definitely not my best run, but that's okay. It's the last run for today, so... We've got a few good clears, anyways. I'm not gonna be too upset about a rougher run at the end. Wind God's fan. Beth. Gonna save my meter when they drop something crazy. It likes to wait until Billy White shows up, and then it'll use its most powerful spell card. So I'll usually pop my super around that. Now it's combining the Wind God Girl and the Heavenly Fan. Nasty, nasty. There we go. We got it. I'll take that full gauge. Power up, thank you. Ooh, and another full gauge power up. Hell yeah. Just enough to cancel out hers. Goodbye. Let's get her, let's get her, let's get her. There we go. This is just normal difficulty, I'm afraid. Just normal. I'm nowhere near good enough for Lunatic. I believe it was on Marisa. We got all the way to the last boss before we actually had to continue. It was pretty good then. Compared to how I used to be, where I would run out of continues on normal before even getting to the last boss, I've definitely improved this one. So, by the end of the month, who knows, maybe I will have one of those one continue clears. Episode 8. Sunflowers. Okay, I think here's our girl. Sunflowers, sunflowers. The sun is running. It's amazing. It's still spring, but the sunflowers are in full bloom. Hell yeah. My, what a cute berry. Ah, you think so? The sunflowers there are all looking at you. Enough to want to turn you into a specimen. Charlemagne? I've never been called Charlemagne before. That's pretty good. That's because you're like the sun. Stop lying to me. I'm an Icer. There's no way I can be like the sun. The flowers here are extremely sensitive to trespassers. I want it to be more quiet myself. That's why I'm having these sunflowers watch over. I don't really get it, but I'm getting kind of scared. You know that we use the saying, make a beehive out of someone. When we want to mean, completely screw someone up. But a beehive has bees, and bees might attack in defense. That's why I like to say, make a sunflower out of something. A sunflower with all those seeds packed does look like quite something. And you've got many shells shoved in too. Maybe I shouldn't have come here. Now, my cute sunflowers, have that fairy join your ranks. So we actually met Yuka back in the PC98 days, where she, in Touhou 5, went into another dimension to commit genocide because she thought it would be funny. Legit, that was her whole reason for being in the game. Yuka is canonically one of the most dangerous yokai around, because she gets strengthened by plants. If there are plants, just in general, she's more powerful. Right? Specifically sunflowers, but she is the flower master of all seasons. So any plants just make her stronger. And there are a lot of plants, especially right now. So, not a great time, not a great time. The beauty of nature. Ah. Oh, I missed a full gauge power up. I would have needed that. Oh. That's it. Whew. Dead parrot. She's tough. She's tough. She's not even going to be the final boss of this route. But if the trumpet just owning it. I know it's a meaty trumpet, but still. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. We're drunk. There we go. Whew. Now, run while I can. I'll go to a quieter place next. It's not a problem if you run away in the end. The sunflowers look like they'll be blooming for a while. Yeah. Whew, that was a little smoother than I thought it'd be. Maybe there aren't any weirdos here. I'll go play for a bit. Isn't this a graveyard? Ah, who cares? The cherry blossoms are pretty. It's rare for a fairy who hates gloomy things to come here. Ah, someone came to bother me again. At least let me play by myself once in a while. Oh, excuse me. Everywhere I go, someone comes to me. Is it because the flowers are too pretty? So, while looking for a place to play, you inadvertently wandered into Muenzaga. Like, oh, you accidentally wandered into Hades. You accidentally wandered into hell. Every human will one day die. The deceased need not be in a graveyard, but for the ones living, a graveyard is needed to recognize the dead. Yes, a graveyard is a place for the sake of the people living. I don't get it, but a graveyard is a place that people like gate. I don't want to be in a graveyard. I'm going home. Hold on a second. I'm not the gate guard of this graveyard. I've dropped by this world because of another case. But if I see a fairy deep in sin, I can't simply leave her alone. If you're not a guard, then what are you? It's a graveyard. So you're... I'm not a ghost. You are a fairy. However, you possess great power. But because of that, you often stray from and misclaim your... That's right. You cause a little too much trouble. At this rate, you might receive damage that cannot be healed. That isn't true. I'm the strongest. In other words, that means death. If you die, then we will most definitely judge you. At that time, whether you go to heaven or hell, well, we don't know that yet. Such a human-like. Threats like that won't work on me. A small stream's flow, a bird's cry, an insect's song. Even Mother Nature will die at times. You must know that eternity does not exist in this natural world. Now be aware that you hold a little too much power. That's also a subplot with the whole franchise. Juno really kind of punches above her weight. She should be like these other parents, but she knows really well, and no one can quite figure out why. In one of the later games, the Great Fairy Wars, where Juno is actually the active protagonist, Marisa actually has to get a little bit serious against her, according to Marisa herself, the extra boss of the game. So it's actually kind of like, whoa, what's she cooking? What's Juno cooking? Nice. This stage alone, Lily White has become Lily Black. No real difference, just she's got different clothes on. That's death. Bought myself some time with that. But I don't know if it'll be enough. It won't be. Dead bird. Dead parrot. That's dead parrot. I don't know why it says dead parrot. I'm sure it's some translation thing. Oh. I feel like I did know why at some point, but, oh, I ran right into that. That's my own fault. Thanks. That's another dead parrot. It's not unexpected that I win, but that in itself bears no meaning. We will continue until you understand. So true. I will continue. Another dead. Dead parrot. Not gonna lie, chat, not gonna lie. As I've said before, a big tragedy for these games is just sort of attrition. Because the AI will eventually just goof up and kill itself. Unlike the other games, you don't actually have to, like, be good. You can also win through luck, which works for me. I like luck. Luck suits me. I consider myself a surprisingly lucky individual. Although never on command, you know? Only when I don't think about it. Things tend to just work out. I find. But if I try and force the issue, no dice. And that's dead parrot. The laser was over. It wasn't. Woo! Okay, barely made it. That's a dead parrot. Okay, that's alright. We made it. At a pond, which was neither big nor noteworthy. Neither big nor noteworthy. Tripping with my tongue here. And was located in a mountain. Here, there was not a trace of humans, and the wind blows ever so quietly. Somehow, only the lotus flowers managed to stir up the water and muddle its tranquility. Aren't you gonna bully frogs today? You already know the answer to that yourself. So you were studying. You learned that there was a giant toad here. Even if I get eaten once, though I'll probably hate it, I'll still learn. So why exactly did you come here? Somehow, this place seems quiet. There aren't any other places where there are only a few ghosts flying around. Are you telling me you've gotten sentimental or something? You're just a fairy. What do you mean I'm just a fairy? You also think the same deep down, too. Sure, I'm sure I do. Deep down I'm thinking, what did I eat for dinner yesterday? And the like. Huh, what did I eat? Never mind that. It may seem that way to you, but for once I'm actually thinking about something. Death. Again, you say something pretty unusual for you. I wonder who inspired you and what you were inspired to do. This pond is very quiet, and I want to show you how these lotuses somehow don't feel like they're of this world. That's why I've been here, and thinking about something related to death. It's too early for you to be sentimental. After all, the flowers are still blooming on. If you're this sentimental now, it'll be terrible once the petals fall, you know? You'll feel so bad that you'll want to hang yourself. You're right. I don't even know how long they'll keep on blooming, so it'll be my loss if I... Alright, I'm gonna go freeze me some frogs. Oh, this ought to be good. Along with not knowing how long the flowers will keep blooming, this fairy also has no idea how long she'll be in this world. If the flowers feel they want to bloom as much as they like, then it would be best if the fairy enjoys it as much as she feels. What exactly a natural death is like, for once, was something she could not understand. That is, it resounded as if, through the natural destruction of a human, was much different and shorter than she thought. When humans die, they become split up based on their own sins, and go to a place like hell or heaven. Depending on the circumstances, some may be able to be reincarnated, I guess that says it's off-screen. Whether the fairy's death will be natural, or whether she gets reborn, was not her choice. But rather, what would happen to her if she were dropped into hell? She imagined something scary, so she stopped thinking right there. Alrighty, so that's a few endings down. Don't think we'll have time for another run today, so we'll probably wrap it up in a minute, but I'll see if I unlocked anything first. Oh, wait a second. I must have missed it when I was on break. Thank you, MarshBoy1995, for the follow. I looked at my activity feed there. I didn't even see that. Not to be ungrateful. Thank you for that. I think that'll do for today, though. Whew. We've still got a whole bunch of characters to get through, so we'll have to come back to this game another time. But unfortunately, I do have plans in the evening. We'll be back tomorrow, however, with, what am I doing tomorrow again? Let me check my little notes here. Tomorrow, I'll be doing... Touhouvember, shoot the bullet. And maybe, depending on how much time I have, maybe a round or two of, Phantasmagoria. We'll see. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay, so I've got a couple new unlocked. Nice. So we've cleared with Reimu, Marisa, Ryzen, and Sono. We still have Sakuya, Yomu, Lyrica just unlocked, as well as Mystia and Tui. But that'll do it for today, I think. Let's see, is there anyone up I can raid into? I'm not normally on this time of day, so I don't know if anyone I'm following is even up. We'll just end it here. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Till next time, farewell.